Hello, hello, hello. How do you do? It is the goo. I hope that you all have been doing wonderful and all that. Me, I'm feeling the big eepies. I am a sleepy goo. I also had a physical today when they took my blood, my goo honey blood. So, I'm a little eepy from that too. But we are here to have a lovely, wonderful time playing Love Curse. Oh, that's me. For those that are not sure what we did last time because it was many months ago, we romanced best girl Iris. We had nice coffee. It was nice, beautiful time. Then she helped me pick out clothes. Oh wait, no, that's the manager. Never mind. But we got a good ending with her. We flew on plane. We traveled together. But on bad ending, I became her prisoner. And from what I remember, and I feel positive I remember it clearly, is that Iris is our upperclassman and slash co-worker. Upperclassman in school, co-worker in job. And she has a lot of attachment issues in a way that she felt like she could never raise or have anything because of her parents. They were very strict by the books. And then things happen and we got together. Yeah. There were some heavy moments, but there are good moments. But we can go to Iris's epilogue. We still haven't done the other characters, but Iris's is life. We love and appreciate the Iris. Maybe we'll do the other characters, who knows? Have no idea how long this is. I'll have to put goo again. Hehe. Wow. There we go. Let me see if I can move my character just a tad. Move things around so it's easier to read. We can also move this up here. There we go. Okie dokie. Da 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 da. Just to double check. Okay. Alright. For epilogue, Iris, go! I wonder if I can remember the voices. It's a calm and peaceful afternoon. With graduation coming up, everyone is passionately discussing their future plans and getting ready to say goodbye. I'm gonna take a gap year. I'm currently applying for a visa to visit my cousin in Australia. Damn, I'm jealous. Oh, cut it out. Didn't you get an offer from a national university? The crowd roars with laughter. Iris smiles, quietly listening to the conversation happening in the background. Suddenly, the voices approach her. President, you have very high grades. What are you doing after graduation? In a split second, the audience shifts their attention to her. their eyes filled with expectations, curiosity, or indifference. Iris clenches her fist, but her smile remains unchanging.
我吗？
Me?
有点纠结
I'm
呢。
still mulling it
希
over.
望能找到一个最适合自己的方向。
I hope I can find a path best suited for me.
不过我倒是很好奇，我们的小学妹有没有为毕业后做什么打算呀？
But I'm curious, what will Garulina be doing after graduation? Being with my wife. Garulina bashfully smiles, not expecting being called on. If I didn't receive an offer from Hanyu, I would probably be going for a master's or studying abroad. Iris carefully observes her sparkling eyes as she contemplates her future, feeling as though a thorn had just pierced her heart, sour, itchy, and painful. If she had a choice, she would be more like Garulina, honestly and candidly revealing her intentions. However, someone like Iris has no choice in life. After all, she grew up in that kind of family. There's only one path for her. She has to stick to the script. Graduate, find a job, and send money back to her parents. Perhaps some people, from the moment they are born, lack the ability to pace back and forth between the crossroads. As the tapestry of the night covers the city, the warm sun in her memories gradually fades, replaced by her lonely reflection on an icy window. The neon lights flash before her eyes, as though she's fallen into a lake. It dims, little by little, not even leaving behind a whisper. The door behind her opens. Hanyu is expanding. New talented employees like Iris and I have been sent to Shin City to receive short-term training and project assistance. This is our second day here. We reported a branch there together and were quickly thrown into our respective jobs. Okay, now we're in the epilogue. Because this will be after we flew on our plane. What are you so focused on? Hearing the door open, Iris stands up. She wraps her arm around my waist, guiding me to the bed. Oh my.
没有啊，也就刚整理完行李，然后洗了个澡而已。
Nothing much. I finished packing a few moments ago and took a shower. What are you implying? Are you rushing me to take a shower? Oh my. Hello, Kite. It is good to see you. And I am also good. I've been EPs today and I had a physical and gave my honey blood to them just to see if I'm healthy. So I'm a little EP from that. But I am good. I wasn't gonna let that stop me from tackling the epilogue. But I know, Kite, it's tragic. They had to take my honey. They had to make sure my honey was still good. But right now, we are doing the epilogue. Because a few months back, we did Iris's route on stream. So we just started, and this will be the part where we just got off of the plane from the good ending. All yours, Kite. Maybe it is yours. That's a hot topic. I softly squeeze Iris's hand. She shivers, perhaps still cold from when we were outside. Everything is as usual. She looks at me, and I look at her. Iris.
What's that?
Yes. I'm here. Our gazes interlock. A few seconds later, her lightly dry lips approach me. I close my eyes. A burning flame courses through my body, traversing to the tips of my fingers, taking a roundabout path, neither close nor far. We enter the shower together, losing track of time. How scandalous. After we finish washing up, we lie down on the bed, sleepiness threatening to overtake us. All of a sudden, a phone rings. She sits up and checks the caller ID, her face expressionless. If you disregard her slight frown. Who's calling? Aren't you going to pick up?
没事。
It's fine. The furrow of her brow reminds me of a brewing storm, but it only lingers on her face for a few seconds before vanishing. I'm curious, but I don't know whether or not I should continue prying. I have to wait for her to explain. Iris, however, has no intention of continuing this topic of conversation. She leans in and pecks my forehead. Aww. A little kiss on the forehead for the goo.
是吧？
Sleep.
明天也要加油哦。
Sleep well, girlina. Do your best tomorrow. I will. Shen City is bustling with youth. Cars fill the streets, vibrant and flourishing. After being bombarded with a day's worth of training and meetings, I sprawl across my desk, completely worn out. Why do humans have to go to work? Girl. Me.
这么累了呀？要不要我扶你回去？
You look exhausted. Want me to carry you home? Yes? I'm tired, but today was very productive. Iris has taken this trip seriously. She even bought a new outfit, and it looks amazing on her. Her azure top elegantly floats in the wind. A silk scarf wraps around her snow-white skin, dangling in the air. The branch manager said that Shen City's department has many talented seniors. And during my work report, my group leader mentioned that the project I helped implement received many positive reviews from users.
很棒哦，你一直都很优秀。
Incredible job. My girlina has always been brilliant. How are you doing? Have you adjusted to your new environment yet?
还不错，可以这么说吧。
I guess you can say it's going well.
今天整理了项目数据报告，内容很详实。负责人说，我负责的板块很重要，之后还要在会议中发言主讲。
I worked on organizing the project data report today. The contents are very detailed. The person in charge said the part I'm responsible for is very important. Though I'll have to present at a meeting in the future. She smiles, her tone lighthearted. Hehehe.
真让人有压力呀。
It's definitely a lot of pressure. Don't worry, I'm sure you do an incredible job. They'll all be blown away.
你总是这么夸我，会让我不好意思的。
You always compliment me like this. It makes me blush. I lift my head, noticing her ears have turned red. That's because you've always been talented. I'm starving. Let's go eat.
就知道你饿了，走吧。过来的路上，我刚好看见一家装修不错的餐厅。
I knew you'd be hungry. Come along. I passed by a new restaurant that looks very nice. You're the best. However, I already made a dinner reservation yesterday. Megan was strongly recommending it to me. She said their food is delicious. Why don't we go there and celebrate our arrival in Shen City? Megan is my character's close friend.
只有项目顺利的庆功会，我们这算是什么？
You typically only celebrate after the project has been successfully completed. What is this supposed to be? Let me tell you a secret. It's our anniversary today. Yeah.
说吧，这次又是什么纪念日？
And which anniversary is this? Every day I spend with you is an anniversary worth remembering. Me coming in with the Riz. I love it. Amazing. In fact, I'm taking a screenshot of that. She chuckles, gently ruffling my hair.
好呀，那就请你带我去体验吧。
Alright. Then why don't you show me? And hello, Dino! Happy Revenge of the 5th! How are you today? Ooh, fancy restaurant. The restaurant is located on the 7th floor of the building. The entire city looks so small beneath us from the floor to ceiling window. The city lights are colorful and dazzling, yet distant. Their glow blurring together before my eyes. What would you like to eat? I hand her the menu. She casually flips through it.
你来吧，我知道你一定不会让我失望的。
You decide. I know you won't disappoint me, girlina. Oh, I am a bit of a foodie, so you can trust me. Of course. Why is Iris so perfect? I ordered to our preferred tastes, and our waiter disappears after we're done. It grows quiet. We only hear the occasional chuckling or murmuring from the adjacent tables. Iris seems out of it. Her eyes dart between the silky tablecloth and the glasses of red wine, like a drifting bird that can't find a branch to land on. I silently wait for that little bird to fly towards me.
再看我，
Are you looking at me? Uh-huh.
这么美的夜色，这么好的生活，却不打算挪开你的视线，看看风景。
The night sky is beautiful tonight. The decorations are splendid. Why don't you take a look around? Enjoy the view? You're doing dynamite. Finally built that Lego set, found it read in a few chapters of the Star Wars novel you lost and watched both your Oshi's Dart Talon ASMR and Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Nice! I'm glad that your day has been wonderful. And it's always a pleasure to see you doing well. You're the only view I like to enjoy. God dang, what's with me and the Riz? Take another picture of that. I am doing good, Dino. I've been a bit sleepy today, and I had a physical, so they had to take some of my honey blood just to see how my health levels are at. So I'm a bit sleepy from that, but I'm otherwise doing good. She blinks and rubs her reddening earlobes. She She doesn't respond to my lovey-dovey romanticisms like she usually does. Why are you quiet?
哎呀，明知道你只是在说些情话来捉弄我。
I know you're saying that to make me blush.
但还是会忍不住想，你的嘴里的话，究竟哪句真，哪句假？
I like to think that I'm a healthy lady. Everything else seemed to be good. Good weight. For someone that's high metabolism anyway. Heart rate's good, blood pressure's good. Everything seems good. And I'm sure my blood work is also going to be good, because it usually is. Is that they have to see all the medications in my systems, see how it looks. But I'm hoping for the best. But I can't help but wonder which words coming out of your mouth are real and which are fake. This is giving me deja vu. Shouldn't that be my line?
怎么会呢？那些环绕着你的赞扬，哪一句不是真心实意的吗？
Impossible. Which one of my praises wasn't said from the bottom of my heart?
我经常会想，你为什么这么好呢？为人细心，做事又周到，总是对人很温和，生活里还那么积极。
I often wonder to myself, why are you so good? You're so considerate, you're attentive to everything you do, you're nice to everyone, and you're positive when it comes to life?
恐怕和你相处的人，都会忍不住爱上你吧。
I fear everyone you interact with will inevitably fall in love with you. She beams. I can't tell if she's joking with me or if she's being serious. Luckily, the waiter interrupts our conversation with our meal, introducing each dish to us.
谢谢。
Thank you. Shall we dig in? Iris, perhaps embarrassed herself, doesn't bring up our previous topic of conversation again. We focus on enjoying our meal. I overhear the conversation from the table next to us. A few of them are discussing Web3 and how to invest. My ears perk up as I get sucked in. When I return to reality, I find that Iris is staring at me.
很感兴趣。
Are you intrigued? One of my classmates mentioned it before. I find it quite interesting. High profit, high risk, and at a high threshold.
哪个同学？是之前那个总来找你的外校生吗？
Which classmate? Was it the one from another college that always comes looking for you? I briefly pause, scouring my memories. Eleanor has told me about this before. I believe Eleanor was one of the twins. But the look on Iris's face tells me that I shouldn't bring up any other person right now. Speaking of diabetes, you signed up for a diabetes walk for your cousin with type 1. Oh, nice! I hope that goes well. And also, good for ya. And classmate, I'm sure you're the prettiest girl in school, girly now. Oh. I mean... beauty is in the eye of the beholder? I think so, but we only briefly touched on the subject. I searched online for the details. I think if I do... this... Yep, Eleanor is the twin. Okay. That isn't a lie.
真好。我有空的话，也应该补补这些知识。
That's wonderful. I should also brush up on my knowledge when I'm free. Why don't we learn more together after we get through this busy period? Her smile widens. She dangles a piece of freshly sliced steak in front of me.
口感不错，尝尝看。
The texture is lovely. Go on, try it. Okay. This restaurant is worthy of its reputation. A few moments later, we finish clearing our plates. After we're done, she turns around, her eyes searching for something. What are you looking for?
我去结账吧。
I'll get to check. You're the best, honey. But I ordered our meal today, so naturally, I should be the one paying. Yeah, you're right, Dino. Honey. Hi, honey. Why don't you treat me next time?
好，
Oh, okay. Iris sits on top of the bed in the hotel. The pitter-pattering from the shower sounds like gentle rain, drenching her heart. Tonight's date felt so foreign. Whether it's the splendid skyscraper, the elegant restaurant, the cryptic conversation, or Gerlina's warm, tender affection, it feels as though she's high above the clouds. Hehe, I'm glad, Dino. I'm done showering. It's your turn.
好，
Got it. Okay. She walks into the shower, pretending to be calm. In her absent-mindedness, she gets shampoo in her eyes. When she steps out to look in the mirror, she sees that her eyes are red. She rolls her eyes around, not noticing any major issues, but she still doesn't return to bed. Gerlina is concerned. Do your eyes hurt? Want me to take a look?
没事，应该是洗发露不小心进眼睛了，过会儿就好。
It's fine. I think I accidentally got shampoo in them. It'll pass. Really? But they're so red. Snuggle time. Gerlina approaches her, caressing her cheek. Iris wants to turn away, but she can't bear to. She only looks down, pretending not to see. Gerlina's concern and care for her is sincere. We should know that. But why does she still feel so tense? So on guard? Why is she like this? She loves Gerlina, but if she were to dissect the weight of this love, then it seems as though she has to pay with her everything. Oh yeah, my character still doesn't know much about her family dynamic. Other than something happened. This feeling is too uneasy, too dangerous. Does it hurt?
没事了，有些小题大做了，真是太关心我了呢。
It's okay, I'm fine. You're making a big deal out of nothing. You worry about me too much. Hehe, aren't you a smooth talker, Dino? When'd you get to talk so smooth like that? That's because you don't want to worry about yourself at all. I have to take on that responsibility instead.
你不生气吗？
Aren't you angry? What? Why would I be angry?
今天吃饭时，我是不是很扫兴？
I ruined the mood at dinner tonight, didn't I?
说出来的话也那么奇怪。明明这是你提前选好的餐厅， 不应该做声的。
I said all those weird things. You picked a restaurant beforehand. I shouldn't have been so absent-minded. It's not a big deal, right? Anyway, you responded to my every word. Plus, I started drifting off towards the end too.
但原因不一样。
But for a different reason. So, did your mind wander because you were too tired? Or are you upset about something?
不知道，也许
I don't know. Maybe.
也许是那里的环境让我有些陌生。
Maybe the environment is just too foreign for me. Oh, I see. I'll let you pick the restaurant next time. What do you say? Gerlina gazes at her with those pure, sincere eyes. Is someone like her worthy of someone like Gerlina? Alternatively, what if one day Gerlina suddenly thinks she no longer is worth it? What are you thinking about now? Are you sleepy? Underneath the soft blankets, they secretly retreat to a place they can call their own. You read constantly mostly sword and sorcery with some sci-fi. Try being casual and working your way to talking like an author, but sadly the ladies rarely give me a chance to put it lightly. Still enough said. Hey, I get it, Dino. Sometimes all you need is a chance. I think you're a smooth talker. And very charming. She feels the soft satin fabrics of Gerlina's pajamas gliding through her fingers, slippery as a fish. She can't grasp it.
是有点。
A little.
这一趟拆除完，公司不是说给我们补1周假，到时候再好好休息吧。
The company said they'd give us a week off after this period ends, right? We can properly rest then. Oh, I almost forgot about that. We have a break coming up. Would you like to go on a trip? It's almost winter. You can see the aurora in Northern Europe. I used to fantasize about it when I watched documentaries as a kid. Your dog loves the ramen noodles. I have yet to meet a dog that doesn't like noodles. Northern Europe? Iris hasn't really gone on vacation before, but she's seen posts on social media before. She knows the cost of a trip like that. She runs a few numbers through her head. If she saves a little more on her expenses, she might be able to afford it by the end of the year.
应该
Maybe. Her phone suddenly buzzes, interrupting her words. The plot thickens. Gerlina falls silent, handing her the phone. Hey, Iris. What are you doing right now? Have you eaten yet? Is it hot in Shen City? Iris sharply inhales. She's usually exchanges a few pleasantries with her mom, but today, with the Gerlina by her side, she only wants this to end this conversation, and quickly.
在出差的吗？有事吗？
I'm on a work trip, Mom. Is something wrong? Be safe when you're out there, and take care of yourself.
我知道。
I know. We're short on money after paying off our heating bill last month. That, and your brother's tutoring, and your sister's living fees, if you have any money to spare. It's fine if you can't. Buy yourself some delicious food. Don't starve.
约中午往你账户上打点。还有，你们记得添点过冬的衣裳。
I'll transfer you some during the middle of the month. Don't forget to buy some clothes for the winter. Okay, of course. Before she knows it, Iris is already hung up. Gurlina's hand is in her palm. For some reason, she can feel the warmth receding. Iris? Iris doesn't want to know the emotions hidden underneath the way Gurlina said her name. She gently lets go, smiling as she covers Gurlina with the blanket.
好啦，该睡了，明天还得起床上班呢。
Alright, time for bed. We still have work tomorrow. Maybe I should pretend like I didn't hear your conversation, but I'd really like to know the details. Can I?
没关系，我本来也没想瞒着你，只是没有找到合适的时机说明。
Yes. It's fine. I wasn't planning on hiding it from you anyway. I just never found the right time. Then, I'll ask my question. Is your family still asking you to send them money? There's no confusion, no blame. What Gurlina is offering her is the simplest form of concern. You just started this job. You live in a big city. You need money for clothes, food, housing, and transportation. You don't have any savings, nor do you have any freedom. This isn't fair to you.
这些道理我都明白。
I understand all that. Ooh, she's gonna play some Need for Speed Rivals. You gotta take home the gold now. Then...
可我无法置之不理。他们生我养我，在那么难的情况下，也没让我吃过真正的苦。
But I can't just ignore them. They raised me. Even though I grew up poor, I never truly suffered.
没有他们供我读书，我根本走不出来，只能永远的被困在眼界贫乏的生活中。
I wouldn't be standing here today if they hadn't supported my education. I would be forever trapped in that impoverished world. Don't they feel bad for you, though? They're adults capable of making their own living. Why do they keep demanding money from you? Aw, thank you, Dino. And there's a head pat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do what I can. Iris can sense Gurlina's eyes lingering on her body, like an intangible net, or perhaps a warm bed. She clings to that warmth, but also fear of being caged.
这不是索取。你看，我过得不算差，给的也只是力所能及的部分。
This isn't demanding. Look, my life is pretty good. I only give them what I can afford to. Maybe you should talk with them. Wait until your work stabilizes and you have some savings. In a few years, you can contribute to your family again. It wouldn't be too late, would it? No, she doesn't understand. Ever since she was a kid, she has lived underneath the shadow of her parents. Every part of her life supported by her family. She has never experienced incessantly working, never feared the numbers at the end of the month, never carefully accounted for every cent. She can freely enjoy all that life has to offer, He doesn't need to understand those who suffer bitterly. She is as bright and as gentle as the moon, always facing the world. But she's never seen those dark alleys where the light fails to reach. How could she possibly understand? Don't push yourself like this. Are they really unable to live without your financial support?
说这些干嘛？你当然不会的。
Why did I bring this up? Of course you wouldn't understand. Without realizing, her complicated emotions have already reached the tip of her tongue, exiting her lips. The second those words came out of her mouth, Geralina's expression is crestfallen. Iris feels as though she's been doused with a bucket of ice water.
对不起，我不是那个意思，我乱说的，你不要生气，
That's
好不好？
Sorry, that's not what I meant. I wasn't thinking. Don't be mad, okay?
我只是觉得我们的经历太不一样了。
I just feel like our upbringing is too different. Geralina doesn't respond. Iris watches as she purses her lips and furrows her eyebrows. The silence is heavy. She feels frantic and helpless, like she's fallen off the edge of a cliff, doomed to an endless sensation of weightlessness. She doesn't know how much time passes. Maybe it was a few minutes, or maybe a few seconds. She hears Geralina's voice again. You're right. I don't understand. I can't know something I haven't experienced. I truly don't know enough about your past and your family. But I don't want to stay out of anything involving you. Why don't we get a shared bank account after we're no longer so busy? We can save a portion of our earnings there every month. It'll be an emergency fund.
我们
We? Yeah, for better or for worse, right? What do you think? Be that as it may, Iris knows that this is the excuse Geralina has prepared for her. She just wants her to accept help.
你为什么要对我这么好？
Why are you so good to me? Because we love each other. She says it so matter-of-factly. Seeing Iris's frightened face, Geralina strokes her hair. She feels her fingers traverse through the strands, stopping by her ear, caressing her. This warmth makes her heart cower. She's happy, but also terrified. Let me understand more of your past. This way, I'll no longer be someone who doesn't understand.
对不？
I'm sorry. Alright, that's enough apologizing. Then I promise to accept every part of you. I don't mind. Don't blame yourself anymore, okay?
谢谢你，
Thank you, Geralina.
真不知道离开你，还有谁能这样包容我，对我说出这些？
I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have you. Who else would tolerate me like you? Then let's be together forever. Their fingers have been interlocked this entire time, but their grip grows tighter.
永远。
Forever? Stop thinking about it. Look, you're like a bunny right now. Your hair's so messy. Geralina pats her head. She senses her own disheveled hair and softly smiles. They quickly turn the page on this conversation. The quiet of the night descends once more. They turn off the lights and everything falls still. They can only hear each other's breathing. Aw. I like it when my voice is relaxing and soothing. Iris' smile fades, her face once again turning expressionless. Carolina didn't blame her for being sensitive. Didn't mind her choice that even she herself was ashamed of. On the contrary, she offered her more without even batting an eye. I'm getting so flustered just looking at her beautiful face and her eyes. Was it to protect her ego? Carolina didn't directly say she wanted to help her, instead opting for a tactful suggestion. Regardless, Iris is incomparably aware of what Carolina intends. She stares emotionlessly at Carolina's face, like she's looking at a plant born to face the sun. Love and to be loved are so natural to her. She and Carolina were born in completely different soils. Even though their branches and leaves are all quite lush, her roots have become tangled, impossible to unravel or straighten. She's taken note of how Carolina speaks to her parents. Those light-hearted giggles and carefree words. This is all too distant from Iris. Iris's love, and her family's supposed love, was always tied together with survival, responsibility, and debt. Everything that was given had already been weighed. Every acceptance was filled with shame. The gap between them is not only their family's wealth, more about a warm and complete youth where she could learn how to love and how to be loved. Carolina's love leaves her with a warm sense of abundance, but along with it comes an incomparable feeling of weakness and fear. After starting a relationship with her, Iris would often feel like she just won the lottery. Every day when she opens her eyes, she has to make sure she's not dreaming.
我们真的能够永远不分开吗？
Are we truly able to stay together forever? The closer she is, the more terrified she feels. Maybe this tranquility is temporary and will soon slip through her fingertips.
若是一再放任身心对他产生了依赖，以后
If I ignore the feeling of reliance on her that have arisen, then
不要再想了，以后也会好的，会很好的。
no, I need to stop thinking about this. The future will be good. It'll be great. You feel like you're at least... I feel like I at least won the pick 5 every time you see your stream. Pick 5? Oh? She knows she is wasting time on an insignificant problem. And that she's already hit a dead end, but for some reason she is unable to stop her train of thought. Oh, right. Yeah. You feel like you won the lottery every time you see me stream? That's high praise. Carolina is sleeping soundly. Perhaps she's enjoying a nice little dream. Iris doesn't want to bother her. She rolls over. When I wake up in the morning... I wake up in the morning feeling like... honey? I really noticed that Iris is gone. All that's left in the empty room is a note she left on the table, and breakfast. Emergency meeting. Had to leave. Remember to eat. Emergency meeting? I'm not late, am I? I quickly pick up my phone and checked her work chat, but there's no notifications. I let out a sigh of relief. I guess it's just Iris's group that's meeting. After finishing breakfast, I also head to work. Work is always so dull and tedious. I'm scrambling around, buried in tasks. Finally, I'm about to clock out. What should we get for dinner? Oh wait, I promised to let Iris pick yesterday. She hasn't texted me at all. Probably still busy. I pull out my phone, waiting to confirm our dinner plans for tonight. You're not done yet? What do you want for dinner? You're still hungry after lunch? Yeah, you didn't eat with me. I couldn't swallow a single bite. Sob emoji. I'm still busy. You head back first. No, I want to wait for you. Aren't you hungry? Go, eat first. That works. I'll pick out a place and come find you later. Is there anything you want to eat? I can bring it to you. After sending those 2 messages, the chat turns silent. I scroll through my social media for a few minutes, but she still doesn't respond. Ah, she's doing this again. Is she busy? She did this before, in the earlier and mid sections of the relationship. Where like she starts to fear how close she was getting, and so she goes radio silent because she thinks she's not worth it. Thank you, my muscles and bones ain't often this relaxed. Then your arms and legs keep snapping, crackling, and popping, and it feels nice. Thank you, Gurlia, for helping me relax this much. Aww, it's what I do. I strive to make a nice, relaxing, and cozy place for everyone. I pack up my belongings, getting ready to leave, but for some inexplicable reason, my feet begin walking towards where Iris is working. It's quiet there, nowhere near as hectic as I imagined. Iris sits in the corner, typing away on the keyboard. There are only a few other employees sitting around her. They don't look swamped with work at all. Her phone is still up by her side, the screen still lit up. I plan on walking up to her and asking if she wants to eat dinner together or not, but I changed my mind. After eating a tasteless meal, I trudge back to the hotel, alone. I turn on the TV. The show I was so interested in last night is now so boring. Did she leave early this morning to avoid me? She left me on read again. It's just like when we first started dating. See? I remember. Indifference, distance, and the eternal weariness etched on her beautiful face remains embedded in my heart like a sharp thorn. Personalities aren't created in one night, nor can they be changed in one night. Even though I never directly asked Iris about her family, I am still somewhat aware of her circumstances after being with her for so long. It's not that Iris doesn't want to change. I've seen the amount of work she's put in for our relationship. For example, yesterday her emotions had surged, but she didn't run away, nor did she change the subject. I know that since I decided to continue being in the relationship with her, then I need to accept the fact that we'll need to confront these twists and turns. I should speak to her in a more forgiving manner. But sometimes I discovered that I'm still unable to accept her coldness. The episode has reached its end. The screen brightens and darkens, gradually losing its color. I decide to put on my pajamas and comfort myself with the lull of sleep. But before I can doze off, I hear a sound from outside the door. It creaks. The lock clinks. Then, soft footsteps. I sense her walk to the bedside, stopping there. All the noise slowly fades away. I know she hasn't left yet, but I can't figure out what her endless pause is for. My thoughts run wild, but since I'm pretending to be asleep, I slow down my breathing. Iris quickly answers my question. She leans over. Her hair ends brushing over my cheek. My pulse quickens. but I keep my eyes shut, waiting for her next move. But she doesn't do anything. Instead, she walks away. I hear her taking off her shoes, and I hear the sound of the shower turning on. Oh, okay, Dino. I open my eyes. The light in the bathroom is sometimes bright, but sometimes dim, illuminating my face like a river. My feelings are a complete mess. I can't pretend to be asleep any longer, so I sit up. When Iris comes out of the bathroom and sees me, she's somewhat surprised.
对不起，是我吵醒你了吗？我应该再小声些。
Sorry, did I wake you up? I should have been quieter. No, I was awake the entire time. Did you see the text I sent you? Her expression freezes for a second, but a smile reemerges on her face moments later.
我看见了，当时怕你不肯先走，才没回的。而且，当时有点忙。
I saw them. I was worried you'd wait for me, so I didn't respond. Plus, I was busy at the time. Really? I passed by your desk when I was leaving. I saw you sitting in front of your computer, but I didn't say anything. But I noticed your other coworkers were clocking out. Did you run into a problem?
不是啦，我只是想在预演会开始之前多做些准备，减少出错的可能。
No, I wanted to run through a few preparations before the rehearsal meeting. I didn't want to mess up.
如果你觉得这样是冷落了你，那我向你道歉，好不好？
I'll apologize too if you feel like I was ignoring you, okay? Iris' words are filled with half-truths. It's hard for me to differentiate. Okay, I'm going to sleep. You should get some rest too. I lie down, turning away from her. She falls abnormally silent. Only after a very long time do I hear her footsteps shifting. The corner of the blankets carefully lifts. I know she's got into bed. But I don't turn around. I don't wrap my arms around her like I usually do, or snuggle against her chest. Gerlina has laid down for some time now, but Iris is still staring at her from behind. Is she asleep? She wants to call Gerlina's name, but no sound comes out. That familiar feeling returns, the heavy weight inside her heart.
不，回去的人不该是我才对。
No, I'm not the one who should feel wronged. Iris knows that her life hasn't been particularly rough. It's just somewhat stifling and narrow. This is how she has drifted through life, not experiencing much joy or sorrow. Most of the time, no one hears her speak her true feelings. She's learned from a young age how to pretend, how to act like an obedient daughter, a reliable senior, the daughter or other parents wish they had. Recognition from her peers, success at school. These are some of the few things she has a grasp on. Just like the small room she has back home, the narrow window is covered with a bottomless night. When she glances out the window at the street, you can almost see that little kitten that used to accompany her. Iris always thinks that she shouldn't be this weak, that she shouldn't shed so many tears. Aww. Yet they keep falling, one by one. Iris hates being like this, but she can't control her own crying. She stares at Gerlina's back, praying she's already asleep. Will Gerlina also leave her? No. She needs more confidence. Because of my powerlessness, my weak nature, my avoidance, will you no longer like me anymore? Will you find someone else to grow old with? I wake up earlier than usual before the sun is fully up. I turn to my right, but I don't see Iris there. I pull out my phone wanting to text her. but my fingers hover over the keyboard as I'm greeted by the message left on read yesterday. She avoided me yesterday, and now she's gone again before I even wake up? I even woke up earlier! The more I think about it, the more aggrieved I feel, almost choking up. I swear to myself that I'm going to make sure she tells me the truth this time. I can't let her continue like this any longer. Why is she doing this? Even temper tantrums have their limits. Even if she's avoiding me because she's depressed, she should tell me something instead of hiding it. We're supposed to be dating. Why does it feel like guerrilla warfare instead? I wash up, planning on heading to work for a meeting. As I'm adjusting my collar in the mirror, the door suddenly opens.
醒了，
You're up? Iris looks fatigued, and her eyes are swollen. However, when our eyes meet, she still greets me with a big smile.
早上好。今天外边很暖和。
Good morning. It's pretty warm outside. She waves her paper bag in front of me, showing it off. We got dumplings.
等等，记得某人说过要吃这家店的早餐，我醒得早，就顺便去买了点儿。
Ta-da! I remember someone mentioning she wanted breakfast from this restaurant. I woke up early and thought I might as well treat you. What the hell is this? Iris doesn't care that I'm unresponsive. She sets up breakfast and then sits down, waiting for me. I don't know what to say. She doesn't seem like she's about to get angry with me. Was I overthinking things? The plentiful breakfast is already somewhat cold. I pull apart a pair of disposable chopsticks, unable to control my question any longer. The food's getting cold. Why don't you eat first?
我不饿，我等你。
I'm not hungry. I'll wait for you. Why did you buy breakfast there so early in the morning? We could have gone during the weekend.
因为你想吃呀。早上能吃到喜欢的东西，一天都会干劲满满吧。
You said you wanted to try it out. A delicious breakfast will make you more enthusiastic during the day.
况且，你昨天不是说酒店的早餐不合胃口，怀念槟城的早餐吗？
Plus, didn't you say you didn't like the hotel's breakfast yesterday and that you miss Ocean City's? I glance at the paper bag on the table again. This is a chain restaurant I usually go to near my apartment, but it's not anywhere near this hotel. Yesterday's breakfast was truly disgusting. After finishing it, I instantly started searching for this restaurant, but the closest one was 8 kilometers away. Iris doesn't eat much. I can feel her watching me the entire time, but whenever I look up, she turns her head. Her eyes only meet when I'm almost done eating.
吃完了，走吧。
Are you finished? Let's go. Okay. Her considerate attitude makes it hard for me to ask her directly. I let her help me adjust my collar. We grab our bags and leave. We walk in silence the entire way to work. The morning is somewhat tedious. After my meeting ends, I pass by where Iris works, but she's not there. I'm not sure where she disappeared to. While I'm deep in thought, a smiling face emerges before me. Girlina? I come to a halt, waiting for her to say more, but she hurriedly leaves. What's going on with her? The more she acts like this, the more concerned I am. Is this a bright and sunny day, or a massive storm brewing ominously? I don't want to conjecture, but this feeling of unsettledness yearns to express itself. I'm more and more lost. I need to talk to her after work. Work is finally over. My coworkers leave in small groups. I also pack up my belongings, walking over to Iris' conference room to wait for her. The meeting hasn't ended yet.
在理论上可以有效提升用户留存率，UI 设计也比较新颖。
Theoretically, we can increase user rendition rates, and the UI design is fairly new. Iris is always quite serious when speaking to others, and very high-spirited. Back in college, when she spoke as a school representative at orientation, she was like this too. Iris is contradictory, I believe. She's well aware of her charm, but she's so self-depreciating. She always hides behind the mask of perfection to hide her true self. In her avoidance, she unwillingly exposes her inner soul. I watched for a long time, entranced, until that woody fragrance once again envelops me.
你怎么在这里？是在等我吗？
Girlina, what are you doing here? Were you waiting for me? Yes.
肚子饿了吗？我带你去吃饭吧。
Are you hungry? Let's go eat. Sure, but before we do, there's something we need to sort out. The two of us arrive at a cafe, sitting in the corner near the window. We both order lattes. Are we going to talk about this?
谈什么？
Talk about what? That familiar fake smile. Does she think she can still deceive me? I don't like it when she acts like this. Hope she can at least drop her mask in front of me, just be herself. Want me to start it for you then?
哎呀，
Speaking candidly with the intention of understanding each other better, I just want to know what on earth has been going on through your mind these past few days. Iris can no longer retain her smile. She furrows her brow, unsure where to look. Why are you avoiding me? And why are you pretending like everything's okay? I want to have a proper conversation with you about this.
我没有冷落你。
I haven't been avoiding you. Iris pauses after saying those words.
不，也许我有。对不起。
No, perhaps I have. I'm sorry.
我只是不知该如何面对你。
I just didn't know how to face you.
我不想失去你，我不知道到底该回复你什么，以什么样态度面对你。
I don't want to lose you, but I also don't know how I should respond to you. I don't know how to face you. Maybe you haven't noticed, but avoidance and self-blame don't solve anything. When you apologize to me, I just feel sad. The person I like blames herself, yet I can't do anything about it. Iris' mouth twitches, her face turning ghastly white. I watched her in silence. A few strands of her hair fall past her ear, so I reach out to brush them back for her. She instinctively wants to avoid my touch, but she forces herself to stop. You've been in a bad mood ever since our first date in Shen City. I didn't realize it then and had chalked it up to you being unfamiliar with this new environment. But now that I think about it, your behavior has changed ever since then. Why? Do you not like this place? Or...
不，
No.
城市的光景，奢华的环境，还有坐在我面前的你，我没有不喜欢的理由。
The gorgeous city, the beautiful scenery, and you sitting in front of me. There's no reason for me not to like this place.
只是我有些不习惯而已。
I'm just not used to it. But that's not a reason to avoid me. Did our talk about your family the other day make you uncomfortable? Are you still unable to trust me?
没有，我
No, I...
那些事情都只是微不足道的小事。
Those are all minute matters. But you look exhausted. She falls silent again. I don't know if this is a quiet protest or a type of refusal. Tell me about your family, if you want.
刚刚还以为你把我叫出来是要和我分手呢。
I thought you were going to break up with me.
如果是分手前最后一次约会，也太糟糕了吧。
Having a date before breaking up would be a bit too depressing. I pause. No wonder she was so slow while packing up. Like she didn't want to come along with me. Iris doesn't elaborate. She softly smiles, as if attempting to change the mood, but her eyes are empty.
我出生在一个小县城里，从我记事开始，就很少能看到爸妈的身影。
I was born in a small rural town. I barely remember seeing my parents around.
老家的房子小，总能闻到潮湿的味道。
Our home was tiny. I could always smell the dampness.
他们一直在外面打工，一年到头也就过年回来待那么几天。
They were always working. They could only come home for a few days during New Year's.
回来的时候，我看见他们手上裂开的口子，之前心里的那些埋怨，一下子就没了。我只是觉得，这样的日子太累了。他们难道不累吗？
When they'd return, I noticed the cracked wounds on their hands, and all of the resentment in my heart would instantly vanish. My only thought was, this kind of life was exhausting. Were they not exhausted?
可他们哪有时间去想累不累？后来弟弟妹妹出生了，爸妈把挣来的钱小心翼翼地分成好几份，学费、生活费，但总是凑不够。
But they didn't have the time to think about whether or not they were tired. After my siblings were born, my parents carefully divided their hard-earned money into many different portions. Tuition, living fees. But it was never enough. She falls silent for a few moments.
之前家里掏空积蓄，还找亲戚借了钱，凑了首付，买了一套期房。
We emptied our savings and even borrowed some money from a relative. We managed to scrape together enough for the down payment and bought an apartment in advance.
可楼盖到一半，工地就静下来了。一开始说是停工，后来工人都走了，再后来，连开发商的人都找不到了。
But before the building was even half finished, construction halted. They told us that they were shutting down, and then all the workers left. And after that, we wouldn't even find a developer anymore.
家里的积蓄没了，还欠着债，每个月手机都会收到银行的催款短信。
All of our savings were gone, and we were in debt. We got messages from the bank every month.
所以我上高中就开始兼职，补贴家里。
I started working in high school to support my family.
现在回头看，那时候的辛苦好像有些模糊了，也可能只是现在的我已经学会冷眼看待过去的自己了吧。
Looking back on it, all the struggles has turned into a blur. Perhaps the present me has learned to treat the past with indifference. Iris' voice is calm, as if she's telling me a story about a complete stranger. I quietly listened to her explain.
毕业之后也是，我第一份工作工资其实不低，但一半都寄回家了。
It continued after graduation. My first job paid decently, but I'd always send half of it back to my parents.
我没给自己留太多积蓄。之前你说想去北欧，我本来想要答应你的，但这个冬天可能还有很多未知的事情。
I didn't save much for myself. When you mentioned wanting to go to Northern Europe, I wanted to say yes, but the upcoming winter is unpredictable.
对不起。
I'm sorry, Grilina. This isn't your fault. You don't need to apologize to anyone. But have you ever thought about how long this will continue?
等到弟弟妹妹也长大成人之后吧。
Until my younger siblings grow up. Haven't you planned on telling them about how difficult your life is right now?
我说过呀，可我还没说完，我妈就在电话那头笑了。
I have. But before I can finish, my mom always starts laughing. Not in a mocking way, rather a vacant laughter.
她说：“小然，你怎么净说些让人听不懂的话？过日子哪有那么复杂？”
She says, "Sweetheart, why do you always say those words that are so hard to understand? Life isn't that complicated."
在他们眼里，生活就是一日三餐，生老病死，没那么多惆怅、迷惘。
In their eyes, life is just eating 3 times a day. You're born, you grow old, you get sick, and you die. There's no melancholy, no perplexion.
你知道吗？那一刻，我看着镜子里的自己，穿着得体，妆容精致，突然就想通了好多事。
Gurlina, do you know that when I look in the mirror and see myself wearing formal clothes, with makeup on my face, I suddenly see things so much clearer.
我的世界和他们眼中的世界已经截然不同了。他们把我从过去托举出来，自己却没能离开那里。
My world is the polar opposite of the world they see. They've managed to lift me out of that place, but they themselves can't leave.
我看着城市的夜景，就在想以前这些高楼在建的时候，会不会也有他们忙碌的影子？
I stare at the nightscape of the city. Nightscape? Yeah. Thinking about how those tall buildings were constructed. Man, I need water. Mouth is dry. Whew. There you go. Are there remnants of their bustling shadows?
所以我问自己，我真的属于这里吗？没有他们，我走不到这一步，也就走不到你的面前，能够像今天这样，跟你平等的对话。
So, I ask myself, do I really belong to this place? Without them, I wouldn't have gotten to where I am today. Nor would I be sitting in front of you, having conversations with you on equal footing. No wonder you were so out of it that day.
是啊，孩子站上了更高的地方，却不得不俯视父母的过去，真可悲啊。
Yeah, your child now stands higher, and she can't help but look down on her parents' pasts. It's tragic. I don't know whether or not I should say something, so I opt to softly hold her hand.
不用安慰我， 没事的。
You don't need to comfort me. I'm fine. I understand. You can't just cut them out. If you did that, it'll hurt you both. But why don't we come up with a plan together? Lessen your burden, so that you can breathe again, and so that you can walk even further. For example, we can discuss how to put the focus back on living your own life. The self-mockery on Iris's face fades away, returning to one of indifference. She appears to be considering it, but perhaps she's just zoning out. When they leave the cafe, the wind is strong outside, and the sky has dimmed. They eat dinner downstairs. Gerlina yawns, saying she's going to bed early tonight, and that she's going to shower first. Iris is left sitting alone in front of the window, staring at the moon hidden behind the clouds, her feelings running amok. Over 20 years have passed. Is this moon still the same moon from back then? Her heart has lingered in front of that narrow window year after year. Just as she has spent it day after day watching her life pass by. But today, that window has been thrown open. She chuckles. She can still hear the shower turn on behind her. She stands up, opening the window, welcoming the night breeze indoors, the air carrying a hint of dampness, like it's about to rain. What's the world like outside this window? After a long time, she finally decides to pull out her phone from her pocket to make a call.
喂，妈，是我。
Hey, Mom. It's me.
没什么需要的，就是有件事想跟你们商量。
I don't need anything. I just want to talk to you about something.
之前家里用钱不都是我在出吗？但是现在我经济负担也不轻，一个人在外租房生活，吃穿用度都要花钱。
I've been supporting the family, but right now, I have a lot of financial burdens. I have to pay rent, buy food, buy clothes. It all costs money. The other end sounds somewhat noisy, but it sounds like her mother is saying something.
以后的话，每个月往家里打的钱会少一点。啊，没事，这个冬天还是照旧吧。
Yeah, I'm going to have to send less in the future months. Don't worry. Not until after winter ends.
好，我会注意身体的。你们也是。拜拜。
Okay, I'll take care of myself. You too. Bye-bye. The call ends. She doesn't move, only lowering her hand a few moments later. I'm just done with my meeting when I spot Iris by the door. She's always been on time these past few days. She's changed a lot ever since telling me the truth a few days ago at the cafe. She started cutting down on her unnecessary pretending and has begun searching for moments in her life worth sharing, sending them to me. Of course, that also means she's been talking more.
昨天等你的时候，我接到了家里的电话。 妹妹问我在这边出差累不累，我和她说了实话，有点累，但是也有蛮多收获的。
My sister called when I was waiting for you yesterday. She asked me if I was tired being on this work trip. I told her the truth. It's exhausting, but also very rewarding. Yeah, I'm proud of Iris. She finally confronted her family.
她追问了很多细节，我就如实都讲给她听了。 你觉得这些话能说给小孩吗？会不会有点 要不要住着？
She asked me for a bunch of details, so I told her everything. Do you think telling a kid something like this is doing too much? If Iris used to be a tightly shut window, then right now she's transformed into a wide open window. No, it's great. Don't forget, your sister is almost about to graduate high school. It's time for her to start thinking about what to major in. When I started college, I loved listening to our Jusei's talks about their experience. No wait, not Juji's. Yeah. I was like, Shushi? Because that's what upperclassmen were. And I believe like Gigi is underclassmen. That's what I remember. Her smile turns dangerous.
你还有别的学姐？
You have other Shushis. Hey, don't you too?
反正你只能叫我学姐。
Regardless, I'm the only one you can call Shushi. How about Stingy instead? Hey, look at them. We hold hands as we walk forward. We've made a reservation at another delicious restaurant today. Recently, we've been exploring Shen City after work, trying out many different local delicacies.
还有一个好消息，今天我们组长说我表现很出色，很有潜力。
I have some good news. My crew leader said my performance has been excellent. That I have a lot of potential. Wow, that's amazing. It must have been because you worked so hard recently. You must have left a good impression.
真好。
I'm glad. Iris isn't usually this lively. When she's amongst her peers, she pretends to be someone that's always mature. A reliable Shuji, an incredible Shuji, and so on. When I joined the student council, I was also misled by this false appearance. Only later did I understand that she was hiding her childish side. When I see her glowing face, I can't help but grin. Have you made a PowerPoint for the rehearsal meeting yet? I saw a few beautiful templates yesterday. Want me to send them to you?
那我可就要仰仗你的审美了。
Then I'll have to rely on your tastes. I have wonderful tastes. Our work trip is coming to an end. Iris was deemed as the person responsible for product management, and one of her consumer research reports caught the eye of a branch manager. Because of this, Iris will be responsible for presenting the project's innovative design features at the upcoming rehearsal meeting. She's been putting in a lot of work recently to make sure the presentation goes well. After returning to the hotel, she often continues doing research. I shared it with you. Good
没
luck.
问题，我会好好准备的。到时候你可要来给我捧场。
Thanks, I'll do my best to prepare. When that time comes, you can come cheer me on. You'll have so many people in the audience. Do you really need me?
只差你一个。
I only need you. After finishing a busy week, we return to the hotel. Iris decides to invite me on a trip.
终于到周末了，要出去玩吗？我前几天刷到了深城的海洋馆，很美。
It's finally the weekend. Want to go out somewhere? I saw pictures of their aquarium on my feed the other day. It's beautiful. Sure, it'll be my pleasure. Just two girls on a date in an aquarium. There's no reason to refuse. We purchase our tickets for tomorrow and head there early Saturday morning. The gleaming clear light leaps in the room, rippling like the hem of a skirt. There aren't that many people at the aquarium today. Our surroundings are quiet, with only the buzzing of the equipment and the occasional muffled laughter of children from afar. In this blue, tranquil kingdom, time slowly fades away. We look at everything before us, like we're sharing a dream neither of us want to wake up from.
如果能一直这样就好了。
I wish it could always be like this. Let's visit more aquariums in the future. Two girls on a date in an aquarium. Ira shakes her head and smiles helplessly.
我的意思是，如果时间可以停留在这里就好了。
What I mean is,
隐秘的空间里，
I wish that time would stop right now, in a
谁也
safe,
不会来。
hidden space, with just the two of us, and no one else invited. Her gaze deepens. I can't help but beam. You could also say, bream. I'm so funny. Yeah, Shuji, your thoughts are running amok again. My comical reaction makes her exasperated. She gently pinches my cheek.
我认真的，你肯定不知道，刚认识的时候，我对你有过很多很糟糕、很负面的想法。
I'm being serious, Girlina. You don't know this, but when we first met, I had so many negative, terrible thoughts towards you. I know. This wasn't the answer she expected. She blinks, baffled. You thought I could effortlessly gain many things, didn't you?
原来，这都被你看出来了。
You saw right through me. I just understand you more than you think.
真过分，打断了人家的倾诉。
You interrupted my venting. Then I take my words back. Negative thoughts? I didn't expect this side of you, Shuji. I put on a flabbergasted act, making her burst into laughter. But why are you suddenly mentioning this now? Is something about your family on your mind again?
没有了，放心吧。
No, relax.
我也想通了很多。每个人都有自己的路要走，没有谁能与谁永远同行，即便是血脉相连的家人。
I've thought things through. Everyone has their own path. No one could share the same journey as someone else forever, even if they're family.
所以，即便心有牵挂，我也得过好自己的人生，不能总为过去所困，不是吗？
So even if I still feel anxious, I need to live my own life. I can't be trapped by the past, right? I'm happy you thought things through.
还记得吗？
Do you remember? The 14th night of September?
刚认识时，你说过，觉得我很好，很厉害。你说你崇拜我，可这是假的，真实的我不是那样的。
When we first met, you said you thought I was incredible, that I was amazing. You said you worshipped me, but it was all a facade. The real me isn't like that at all.
我在窃喜的同时，也很惶恐，害怕让你发现。
I was secretly delighted, but also terrified. I was scared you'll find out the truth.
我没有去过高层的餐厅，没有体验过富裕的生活，缺乏世间享乐，甚至性格也让人讨厌。
I've never been to an expensive restaurant before, nor have I experienced a life of luxury. I lacked the time to have fun, and my personality was also despicable. She reaches out as if wanting to caress my face, but I don't feel the soft touch. Indeed, this reminds me of when we first met. He was a reliable, excellent upperclassman that everyone greatly admired. And then I thought she was difficult to approach, difficult to communicate with. So I was always on guard, worried about all my actions. She's the moon reflected in the water, the flower amidst the fog. You can see her clearly, but you can't truly approach her.
第一次在你面前接到家里电话的时候，其实我很害怕。
I was so afraid when I picked up a call from my family for the first time in front of you.
你会对我失望吗？对我的印象会因此而破灭吗？
Would you be disappointed in me? Would your mental image of me be destroyed? Why would you think that?
我也不知道，也许是因为这样的事情曾经也发生过吧。
I don't know. Maybe because something like that has happened before.
刚考入大学来到槟城时，我既兴奋又不安。
When I got into college and arrived at Ocean City, I was super excited but also unsettled.
县城出身的我，和周围光鲜亮丽的同学们格格不入。为了融入大家，我努力地学习化妆和穿搭，扮演着自信从容的大城市学生。
As someone from a small town, I was an outsider among my glimmering peers. In order to approach them, I did my best to learn how to dress and how to do my makeup, pretending to be a confident, calm college student living in the big city.
那时候，我和一位舍友走得很近，总是一起上课、吃饭、自习。
I used to be very close with one of my roommates. We often attend class together, eat together, and study together.
直到有一天，他偶然看到我手机里的全家福，他诧异的眼神刺痛了我。从那之后，我们渐渐不再同路。
Until one day, when she saw the family portrait on my phone, her astonished gaze hurt me. Our paths diverged after that.
也是从那时起，我更加拼命的坚持学习。
I started working even harder, studying even harder.
用漂亮的成绩、得体的穿着、精心维持的外表，来掩盖那个窘迫、局促的过去。
I used my excellent grades, my fitting attire, and maintained a meticulous appearance to hide my poverty-stricken past.
我并不完美，有很多缺陷，家庭也和你不够般配。
I'm not perfect. I'm very flawed. And my family isn't suited for you. How is it not suited for me? Iris probably hasn't realized that the image of the flawless Shushi has already disappeared from my mind. What has replaced that image is Iris born from countless daily interactions. The sensitive, fragile, unexpectedly lively woman in front of me. This version of her has never made me feel unsettled. In fact, I often feel like the her that's crafted from the mud is much more dazzling than the image of perfection she puts on. Girls. Iris tilts her head, watching me, her stunning eyes reflecting the rippling light bouncing off the water. Two girls dating at a aquarium. I thought you already knew that I'm in love with you, not the mask you put on for everyone else. We're perfectly suited to each other. Are you willing to believe me? Maybe you think that my family is better off than yours is, that I've seen more of the world than you have. Also, I'm gonna do something. There we go. But the only thing that truly belongs to me is my soul. And in that regard, you and I are equals, aren't we? Her grip on my hand tightens. Two girls dating in our aquarium, holding hands. You're so resilient, so hardworking, and so persevering. You went from living in a small town to getting into a top university, which must have been difficult. And you were also working. You're not worse than anyone else. Rather, you're much better than many people.
谢谢你，我只是很害怕，某一天你会对此感到疲惫或者厌烦。
Thank you. I'm just terrified that one day you'll feel exhausted, or maybe bored. No fire burns eternally, but if there's enough fuel, then it'll never be put out. This requires both of us to put in effort. That's a good saying. If you truly want me to say something negative about you... She stiffens when she hears this, but I still continue. You bottle things up too much. You should try relying on me as well, okay? Honestly, I've thought about this before. If she hadn't met me, she probably would have lived a fantastic life, right? What does my existence bring her? It's been a long time being unable to come up with an answer. But one night, I trailed my finger along her hair, finding tear stains on her pillow. At that moment, I realized my thinking had been too unilateral. And if anything in this world requires two people to be done, then it's love. I love you. Maybe you can digest your feelings on your own, but I hope you can share that burden with me. Rely on me more, okay? Iris watches me lovingly, the brims of her eyes red.
可是，我怕你不喜欢我了。
But I'm scared you won't like me anymore. Why do you have that misconception?
因为你很好，可我没有你之前想的那么好。你越接触我，只会越发现我的缺点。
Because you're amazing. But I'm not as great as you previously thought. The more you get to know me, the more flaws you'll discover. Really? Because the Iris I know seems to love throwing tantrums, ignoring people, and is a hypocritical liar. Does that mean this version of Iris is bad? I'm happy when you can be yourself. Her eyes stare at me like the deep, vast ocean.
你以前有讨厌过我吗？
Have you hated me before? Honestly, yes. A little. When we first started dating, you purposely made me mad and hurt my feelings. Don't I have the right to be angry?
也是。
True. Afterwards, when you told me the truth and what you were thinking, I stopped hating you. More importantly, after getting to know you more, I slowly began seeing your true self. Your indifference and your strange nature are all because you're too independent and unwilling to rely upon others. This isn't a flaw. I just didn't see it at the time.
那你现在还讨厌我吗？
Do you still hate me now? Her tone is somewhat pitiful. I wanted to say something I didn't mean, but how could I do that to her? Idiot! How could I? I think I just hated that you didn't care about me enough.
抱歉。
I'm sorry. Don't apologize. Love me more and be stronger, okay? We kissing. We finally kiss. We do a kiss. We do a kiss. We kissing. We do a good kiss. We kissing. Right here. I'm kissing. Let the girls kiss in the aquarium. She doesn't speak. She slowly lowers my head. I can feel her damp breath linger on the tip of my nose. So gentle, like a ripple of water. Before my eyes is a vast, tranquil blue, followed by the staring of fish and the soaring of gulls. Yes, okay. Our lips touch. That's her answer.
我答应你。
I promise. When we return to the hotel, Iris turns on the TV, picking a popular show that's airing. She leans against a pillow, impressively obedient. The couple in the show is bickering. Iris watches before pinching my cheek. Hey, why the sudden sneak attack? Aw, she's laughing. I don't think I've heard her laugh like this. I kind of want to hear it again. Oh, that's adorable. Her phone suddenly rings when we're messing around. She grabs it, her expression turning apprehensive.
我家里打来的。
It's my mom. You should pick up. Iris swipes up and answers the call. She looks at me, somewhat hesitant, before putting it on speaker. I turn off the TV, ready to be a silent listener. The person at the other end seems to be her sister. She sounds more energetic than I initially imagined. Hey, sis, what are you up to?
在出差呢，怎么了？
I'm on a work trip. What's wrong? I miss you. Mom's got the money you sent, but she doesn't know what to do, what to say to you. You know how our mom is. You're not good with words, so she just says those same lines over and over again. I stole her phone to call you. It's her cervical spondylosis again. She doesn't want to go to the hospital. Says that you're working too hard to earn money. Dad's posture isn't as good as before. I think his shoulders are also going to give way in a few years. I'm glad I'm almost an adult. Next year, after I finish my exams, I'm gonna go to a college and be a student. When the time comes, our brother and I are going to both work. We'll help shoulder some of the costs too. You won't need to keep sending us money anymore. It's hard for you to be living out there alone. Focus on taking care of yourself. Sis, I said so much without thinking. Are you listening? I just wanted to say that you need to take care of yourself. Don't overwork and ruin your body like mom and dad.
我知道。
I got it. She pauses for only half a second, but it feels like an eternity.
你真的长大了，马上就要成为大人了。
You've grown up. You're going to be an adult soon. Her sister tells her more about what's been going on at home. Iris quietly listens, occasionally talking about her own life. Before they say goodbye, her sister suddenly asks if she's lonely out there all on her own. Well, you see, I don't know how to tell you this, but your sister's gay. She only chuckles in response. I hold her hand.
成年人的世界，
How's the adult world? She's already hung up the call. I don't know if she's asking me or if she's asking herself. It's a little challenging, but it's also fantastic, isn't it? She nods, her expression complicated, a mixture of disappointment and frustration. Iris?
好奇怪，
How strange.
以前总以为长大就好了，长大了就能赚到花不完的钱，长大了就能让家人不再为钱苦恼。
I used to believe that it'll all be better when I grow up. I thought I'd earn money, I never finished spending, and that my family would no longer need to stress over money.
人为什么有那么多烦恼？
Why do humans have so many worries? Your sister's growing up. Aren't you happy?
我以为我会很开心，但好像
I thought I would be,
也没那么开心。
but apparently I'm not. I don't know what to say. I silently sit next to her. She doesn't speak either. She rests on my shoulder, watching the scene outside. The neon lights flashing in the night sky. We both know this is only temporary. A few hours later, the sky will light up once more. In the coming days, Iris has managed to unload the heavy burden weighing her down, immersing herself in her work like never before. Are you nervous? I help Iris adjust her collar. She grins.
有你在下面看着我，不紧张。
I won't be nervous with you watching. A clear PowerPoint is projected onto the overhead screen. The branch manager first says a few opening remarks, simply introducing this quarter's stock trading targets. Afterwards, Iris approaches the screen, taking the remote. Her attitude is relaxed and confident. A soft smile hangs on her lips. Right now, she's just like how she was at school. But what's different is, this time, she knows she has someone next to her watching her.
各位同事下午好，接下来由我汇报组建的设计思路。
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to speak briefly about the design plan for my report module. She doesn't add any superfluous greeting, getting directly to the point. The PowerPoint slides clearly displays data charts and user profiles. I can't help but hold my breath. It's evident that Iris has put a lot of time and energy into this.
在上个季度，用户日活有明显的下降。在对比了竞品后，我们提议提供一个轻量级信息入口。
During the last quarter, there was significant decline in the daily activity of our users. After running a comparison against our competitors, we propose offering a simple UI for delivering messages.
我们在小部分转为活跃下降的账号内做过灰度测试。这个入口能将触达路径缩减为2步，预计能将最终转化率提升8个百分点。
We've conducted gray box testing on a small number of accounts that have recently decreased in activity. This access point reduces the path necessary by 2 steps. We estimate that our final conversion rate will increase by 8%. The branch's director of marketing interrupts. If users only purchase what they typically do via the shortcut, won't our original desire of having them scroll around negatively impact our affiliate transactions? Are you sacrificing future long-tail traffic for short-term metrics? Hi, Thingy. Thingy, you miss girls dating in our aquarium, holding hands, and kissing. You missed it. But it's good to see you. In fact, I think... Yep, here we go. First we had this. Then we had nice tender moments in the bed. Then we had date. And then there's our aquarium. And then we kiss. We do the kiss. Kissy. Kiss, kissy. We love kissy girls. Yeah. Also, before I forget, put this here. Boop. Yeah. I need to do the other routes. But Iris is just so good. Like, the Iris route, like, hits so close to home and my relationships. But I will get to the other routes eventually. Yeah, I already read this, okay.
王总问的关键，但目前从灰度测试来看，关联销售率甚至还有回升。
That's a good question, Executive Wang. Based on our current gray box tests, Reem knows that affiliate sales have actually increased.
以及在 ROI 评估方面，我们实际上更加重视长尾流量，而快捷入口恰恰是一个很好的突破点。
Furthermore, in regard to ROI assessments, we're putting more attention on long-tail traffic. The shortcut button merely operates as a good breakthrough. Faced with the director's question, Iris explains her thoughts patiently. The director looks at the data on the screen, nodding slightly. I see. We currently need to focus on hitting our core targets. Your idea can be modified for a long-term plan.
我明白了，谢谢总监。
I understand. Thank you, Executive. In the moments that follow, many questions are tossed towards Iris. She's not discouraged at all. She maintains her composure and responds to them one by one. Little Appleseed. Hello. The Appleist of Goblins. How are you? Orchard attack. Orchard attack. How are you? It's good to see you, Apple. What are you up to? We're currently doing the epilogue of the Iris route we did a couple months back because they added a big update which adds epilogues for each character you completed. Even though I only did Iris's epilogue, but this is a good ending, where we flew on a plane at the end, and the epilogue is continuing off of that, wherein we're in a hotel, like doing a company project. We our lovely datey girlfriend. We love her. We love her so much. And then we went on our aquarium. We held hands, and then we kissed. We are certified girl kissers. And you were playing Date Everything? Nice. I still want to play that at some point. Also, her bad ending was literally just you being her captive because, like, she couldn't, like, face herself, so she snapped. It's like, I'm gonna trap you in my room because I don't know how else to love otherwise. But yeah, we are having a nice, healthy relationship. We open up about her family problems and how she used to grow up, how she used to be dirt poor, and how, like, her facade being fake and all that. But now she's being her true self. We love her. Iris is so good. This relationship is literally my relationships. I watch Iris as she's doing this. She's not conceding in any way. The fire in her eye burns brighter and brighter. All of a sudden, it shines towards me. Oh no, she's looking at me. Across the table, Iris looks into my eyes and grins.
好的，那么我今天的汇报就到这里，感谢各位的聆听与指导。
Alright, that's it for my report today. Thank you all for the questions and your attention. After all the questions end, Iris briefly summarizes the contents and thanks the audience. She bowed before returning to her seat. her report isn't as perfect as she imagined. The plan she took a long time conceptualizing was not immediately adopted. But the director decided to keep it in mind. They'll have researchers look into it more before deciding whether or not to invest. We are office ladies, dating together in the same room. The meeting ends, everybody begins to leave. Iris still seems to be wrapped in conversation with some of her colleagues. A few moments later, she finally turns towards me, a smile on her face.
结束了，我们回去吧。
It's over. Let's head back. We should eat first. I'm starving. Is there anything you want?
都可以，看你想吃什么。
I'm okay with anything. You can pick. Then let's go to the beef pot place you mentioned a few days ago and celebrate that successful work trip. Yay! Hot pot. Everybody get your hot pot. After handing in the work we've completed these past few days, we push open our front door, greeted by Shin City's evening breeze. And now we're holding hands again. How do you feel about the meeting?
感觉还不错。你也听到那位前辈说的了，公司做产品还是会考虑短期收益和长期收益。项目最终是否成功，还是需要用数据来说明。
I think it went well. You heard what they said. The company will consider short-term and long-term profits when creating products. Whether or not our project succeeds relies on data.
但无论如何，这个功能设想还是得到了保留。这也是我第一次尝试用这么激进的方式改变用户习惯。
Regardless, this feature is still being set aside for later. This is the first time I've tried using such an extreme way of changing user habits. A beautiful wish that's fallen through, or the imperfect end to a perfect plan. If this had happened a few days before, Iris would have been emanating a gloomy displeasure. So much so that, when walking down the road together, the very air I breathed would be icy and damp.
有点冷呢，冬天真的要来了。
It's chilly. Winter's coming soon. Is it? It feels pretty warm to me. She sneezes, then suddenly turns to me with a grin on her face.
你不会在心里偷偷说我坏话吧？
You're not secretly saying mean things about me, are you? Iris, I told you before, you need to have more self-confidence. I'm not that type of person.
好可疑哦。放个小假期，有这么高兴吗？
You're being so suspicious. Is a short vacation really something to be so excited about? I pinch her beautiful face before bursting into laughter. Iris is so cute like this. The road ahead is very long, Iris. If we follow this road filled with stars and neon lights, perhaps one day we'll reach places we'll never would have imagined ourselves at, seeing things we've never seen before. Just like how she went from living in a small town to walking around a bustling city like this. I don't know what Iris is thinking right now, but when I see her soft gaze and her clear eyes, she grasps my hand tightly and speaks.
那就和我一起走下去吧。
Then let's walk it together, girlina. Always. Yay! We completed Iris's epilogue. And to think we still have 4 more girls. You know what? Maybe we'll plan for future streams. Because I love this game. It's such a good game. It's an amazing game. We have so many girls. Like... Do I... Okay. But yeah, we still have all the other girls. Like, we have... the twin. We have our mysterious childhood friend. who went missing and then came back. We also have Boss Lady. The boss lady when we were at here. Our old manager when we were still working at a smaller company. No, I think it's still the same company actually. We're just doing more bigger things because we wanted to stay. Or something like that. Yeah. We have the mature boss lady. We have childhood friend, who is also mysterious. And we have smart, the smarty twin. And that's just childhood friend. Yeah, here they are, all together. And the person in the middle is just like the head honcho CEO of the place we work. If I had to choose who to romance next, it would probably be childhood friend. I like her style. It's very punk metal. Punk metal goth, however you want to look at it. I like it. You know what, yeah, let's have her be the next story we do. Because I am curious, because we got so many new epilogues, because the epilogue update came out just like the other week. And it just expands so much on the endings. And we only have 2 out of 10 endings. But... It is getting close to 2.5 hours. If I were to start a new route, it would probably bring us to like 2 in the morning, and we can't really do that. I'll make a separate stream for that. But for now, I think we can raid out. We left on a good note. I enjoy that. Iris's route alone was really long anyway. And also, I just realized I'm rather glowy, aren't I? Pop, there we go. Didn't realize I was that glowy. Yeah, I hope that you all had a lovely stream. But I will see who is online for the raids on the twitch.tvs. See, I would assume Zipco is on, right? Yeah. What are they playing? Only natural to raid into Zipco when we have a lovely, lovely apple goblin here. And what they playing? That doesn't show. Okay, there it goes. It loaded up. Took a while to load for some reason. But it looks like they're playing Slay the Spire. Alright. Raid Zipco Gaming Guild. There we go. Pop. Beep bop video. Alright. I appreciate you all joining me on this lovely adventure. I know I've been wanting to stream the epilogue for quite some time, but life kept on getting in the way. And I'm happy that I was able to finally get around to it. And frankly, like, that was a good chunk of time on the epilogue. Like, that was like 2 hours? 2 hours worth? Something like that? And like, the main story was spanned over like a course of like 7 days or so. It took a number of days to complete Iris's route. But anyway, I will have our raid messages here. And we will wish Zipco Gaming Guild, Tweak and Suit, and everyone else with them in Slay the Spire. And have a lovely good night, because I will see you all tomorrow for Pokemon Champions. And I will be there definitely. Oh wait, they actually have custom models for Slay the Spire. Anyway, I'm trailing off. I will see you all when the honey is sweetest. Bye!